You are listening to the AI World Podcast, your trusted source for the latest innovations, insights, and trends in artificial intelligence, blockchain, fintech, and decentralized technologies. Each episode features expert interviews, engaging discussions, and in-depth analysis of how AI transforms industries worldwide. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest articles and exclusive reports from the AI World Journal, covering everything from emerging technologies to industry breakthroughs. For more news, global events, and access to AI World Society circle gatherings, visit us at aiworld.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed, stay connected, and be part of the AI revolution with AI World Lounge. Thank you for listening.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're the place you come to, well, get under the surface of complex ideas, find those insights you need to stay ahead.
That's right.
And today, we're cutting through some of the AI hype. We're exploring something really foundational, I think, a new way, a new paradigm that's really reshaping how we build and interact with AI systems.
Yeah.
We've all seen the huge leaps AI has taken, right? From like simple rules to machine learning.
Yeah.
And now these generative AI models, the LLMs, large language models, they can talk, create stuff, solve problems. It still feels a bit like science fiction sometimes.
It really does. It's an astonishing path it's been on. And what's really striking, I think, is that it's not just a tech achievement. It's fundamentally shifting how we even think about intelligence itself.
How so?
Well, for a long time, the main idea, the sort of dominant thought, was to create one. Ultimate AI, a single super smart model.
Great AI.
Yeah, exactly. Something that could tackle pretty much any problem on its own, like a digital genius, maybe?
And, okay, for some things, that kind of single model approach, it worked, right? It had its place.
Sure.
But then organizations started trying to use AI in the real world for, complex stuff, multi-step processes, things like deep research or strategic planning or those really nuanced customer chats.
Or critical decisions.
Exactly. Critical decision-making. And a very different reality started to, emerge. What became really clear, it seems, is that no single model, no matter how much data it has or how impressive it looks on paper, it just can't reliably handle every single nuance, every specialized skill, every decision point that these real-world tasks throw at it.
It's just too much.
Yeah, it's like asking one person to be an expert in everything all the time.
Yeah.
It's too much load for one sort of isolated intelligence.
Precisely. And that leads us right to the big question. If one AI isn't the answer, then what's next? What does the future actually look like? And what's evolving right now, something that really seems poised to define the next decade of AI, is this new paradigm we're calling agentic orchestration.
Agentic orchestration.
Yeah. And the really big shift here is moving away from that super AI does everything idea.
Right.
And moving towards coordinating multiple specialized AI agents, each one designed with a particular strength, a particular job. It's basically recognizing that complex problems need, diverse intelligence working together, collaboration.
Okay, let's try and make that concrete. I love this image you mentioned before, like conducting an orchestra. You wouldn't ask the violin section to compete with the trumpets, would you?
No, of course not.
And the piano isn't trying to play the drums. Each instrument, or in our case, each AI agent, it has its own specific role, right? So one agent might be amazing at pulling up facts, specific knowledge from huge databases.
The retrieval expert.
Exactly. Another one might be a master of complex logic, reasoning things out. Then maybe a third is brilliant at generating creative text or images.
Or creative engine.
And maybe a fourth is just super focused on checking for compliance, making sure everything follows the rules, the ethical lines.
The monitor, yeah.
But without a conductor, without this agentic orchestration thing, all those individual talents, no matter how great, they just make noise.
Like a coffee.
So the conductor, the orchestration layer, directs everything. It harmonizes, balances these different agents, makes sure they work on their own when they need to, adapt when things get tricky, and act responsively when it really matters.
It's about creating that symphony, like you said, from all the individual parts.
Exactly. So for this deep dive, our mission really is to give you a kind of strategic map to this whole area. It's emerging fast.
It is.
We want you to understand not just, what is agentic orchestration, but more fundamentally, why does it matter now? And then let's look at some real examples in practice, see how it actually works.
Make it tangible.
Yeah. Think of this as your guide to getting this concept. It's
Yeah.
intuitive, but it's also revolutionary. And it helps you ask that new, crucial question. How can these agents work together for me?
Okay, so let's start with a more formal definition just to set the stage. Agentic orchestration is essentially the structured management of multiple AI agents.
Okay.
And remember, these agents are specialized modules. They're kind of autonomous. They can perceive their environment, make decisions, and take actions.
Perceive, decide, act.
Got it. And the key is they're working together collaboratively towards some larger shared goal.
Right. Back to the orchestra.
Exactly. It's not enough for each instrument, each player to be good on their own. They have to be directed, synchronized.
They need their sheet music, their cues.
Precisely. They need to know when to come in, what to play, maybe even adjust based on what the others are doing, all to make sure the whole piece, the symphony, works, it's cohesive, it's effective.
So how is this different from, say, traditional automation, like those workflows people build?
Ugh, great question. It's a really significant difference. Traditional automation pipelines, they often follow very rigid, predefined rules. Step A, then step B, then step C. Very linear.
Okay.
Agentic orchestration is much more dynamic. It introduces several really key capabilities. First one, dynamic task allocation,
Maybe.
meaning instead of a fixed workflow, different agents can take on tasks in real time. It depends on the context, the data coming in, what the job needs right now.
So it's flexible.
Much more flexible, yeah.
Yeah.
Second big thing, collaborative reasoning.
Okay.
Agents aren't just, passing data down the line like a bucket brigade. They can actually exchange information. They can critique each other's outputs.
Really? Like peer review for AIs?
Kind of. They can
Yeah.
refine their solutions together.
Right.
Often they end up with better, stronger answers than any single agent could manage alone.
Interesting.
And third, crucially, resilience and adaptability.
Resilience. How?
Well, think about it. If one agent messes up, makes an error, or maybe its output just isn't good enough, the other agents can step in, they can correct it, or even take over that function entirely.
So it can kind of heal itself.
Yeah.
Or optimize on the fly.
In many ways, yes. It's designed to be more robust when things go wrong.
Okay, that makes sense. But it brings us to the big question, the why. Why does this specific approach, agentic orchestration, matter so much right now?
Yeah. Timing is key.
We're at this point where those single model AIs, the big LLMs, they're
Yeah.
impressive, definitely.
Hugely impressive.
But they're starting to show their limits, right? Especially when companies try to use them for really complex, dynamic operations. We're talking like managing vast knowledge bases, handling tricky customer service issues, complex logistics, super fast software development, even governing huge systems.
All sorts of enterprise tasks.
Right. And the core problem seems to be that these really complex challenges, they need a mix of different skills working together.
It's not just about processing power.
No. It's nuanced reasoning, it's planning ahead, it's remembering things accurately, retrieving the right information, executing flawlessly, and constantly evaluating how things are going.
That's a lot for one model to juggle.
Exactly. One big model just can't be top-notch at all of those things, all the time, reliably.
But agentic orchestration, it's designed to tackle that.
Okay, so what are the big benefits then? What does it unlock?
Several really transformative things. First, scalability.
How so?
Well, companies can expand their AI use across tons of different areas without constantly having to rebuild or retrain these enormous single models. You just add a new specialized agent or maybe tweak an existing one.
More modular.
Exactly. Then there's efficiency. Specialized agents, because they're focused, they tend to waste less computing power. They only kick in when needed and do what they're best at. That means leaner, often faster operations.
Makes sense. Less overhead.
Right. And then maybe the biggest one in today's world, trust and oversight.
Okay, this is huge. How does orchestration help here?
The orchestration framework itself acts as a dedicated layer for control. It's where you build in the guardrails.
Guardrails
like ethical guidelines, regulatory rules, company policies. The orchestrator can monitor what the agents are deciding in real time. It can enforce compliance.
And can you tell why it did something? The explainability problem?
That's a key goal. Good orchestration frameworks provide logs and ways to interpret why the system took a certain path or made a specific recommendation. That kind of transparency is absolutely essential in many fields, non-negotiable.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, this abstract idea is powerful, but maybe we can make it more tangible. Like, where is agentic orchestration in action? Can we see real examples?
Absolutely. Thinking about it in practice really drives it home. Let's take customer experience.
Right.
Instead of just one chatbot trying to do everything, imagine a virtual support agent that's actually orchestrated.
Behind the scenes.
Exactly. Behind the scenes, it's working with maybe a retrieval agent that's the one super fast at finding answers in the knowledge base.
Got it.
And maybe a reasoning agent, which is good at diagnosing complex problems based on what the customer says.
Like a detective.
Sort of. And then maybe a transaction agent that can actually process a refund or place a new order seamlessly.
So the customer just has one smooth conversation.
But underneath, it's a whole team of specialized AIs collaborating, orchestrated to give the right response.
Wow. Okay, what about other areas?
Oh, think about healthcare. Huge potential. You could have diagnostic agents looking at scans or symptoms,
Uh-huh.
working alongside scheduling agents to book appointments, and maybe treatment recommendation agents suggesting options based on latest research, all coordinated by an orchestration layer to support doctors.
Supporting doctors, not replacing them.
Absolutely. It's about augmenting their skills, giving them really accurate, context-aware help, or think about big companies, enterprise workflows, business process automation.
Yeah.
Orchestration is critical there. Imagine you need input from legal, finance, and HR on something. An orchestration system can make sure the legal compliance agent, the financial audit agent, and the HR policy agent all interact correctly. No contradictions.
Avoiding costly errors.
Exactly. Making sure everything aligns with company rules and external laws. The risk of mistakes there is huge, and orchestration helps manage that.
And you even mentioned software development.
Yeah, definitely. Imagine multiple agents working on code. One agent generates the initial draft.
Like a coder assistant.
Right. Then a testing agent automatically runs rigorous tests to find bugs.
Okay.
And maybe a reviewing agent scans the code for potential improvements or security flaws.
Yeah.
All working together, orchestrated to produce high-quality, reliable software much faster.
So people are actually building systems like this.
Oh, yes. We're seeing platforms and projects emerge that are specifically designed to combine multiple agents into these powerful ecosystems. It's moving way beyond simple scripts into truly adaptive, intelligent automation.
Okay, this sounds incredibly promising. Almost. Too good to be true. Are there catches? What are the challenges here?
That's a fair question. And yes, while the potential is profound, we absolutely need to acknowledge the challenges. It's not magic.
Right.
One big one is just the coordination complexity, designing how these different agents talk to each other, the communication protocols, the data formats they share. It's not simple.
Like getting instruments with different tuning systems to play together.
That's a good way to think about it. Making sure they understand each other's signals perfectly all the time. It takes careful design.
What else?
Another critical one, error propagation.
Meaning mistakes can spread.
Exactly. If one agent makes a mistake and it's not caught, that error can cascade through the whole system. One bad input leads to another bad output, and so on.
Compounding errors.
Yes, and that's why that resilience we talked about, agents that can check each other, correct errors, or intervene, is so vital and needs to be built in.
Okay, what else?
Transparency. As these orchestrated systems get more complex and more autonomous, we still need to be able to understand why they did what they did.
The black box problem, but maybe even bigger with multiple boxes interacting.
Potentially, yes. So the orchestration layer needs good logging, good explanation capabilities, so human supervisors can follow the decision process. We need interpretability.
Makes sense. And the last big one.
I'd say governance. This is crucial. How do you balance the autonomy you want to give these agents with the need for human oversight and control?
Right. Who's ultimately in charge?
Exactly. Who is responsible if an orchestrated system makes a critical mistake? Setting up clear lines of accountability, clear control mechanisms. It's essential for using this technology responsibly, especially where the stakes are high.
Finding that balance between letting the AI work and keeping humans in the loop where needed.
That's the tightrope, yes.
So if we sort of zoom out, take the big picture view, what does this all mean for the future of AI?
Well, I really think agentic orchestration represents truly the next major evolutionary step in how we adopt and use AI.
A fundamental shift.
Yes, we're moving definitively away from seeing AI as just isolated tools, maybe single-purpose apps, and towards these dynamic, collaborative ecosystems of agents. And in that new world, the orchestration frameworks, the systems that manage and coordinate these agents, they become just as important, maybe even more important than the individual agents themselves.
The conductor becomes as critical as the players.
Precisely. It's a fundamental change in how we design AI, deploy AI, and interact with AI.
That is a powerful way to put it.
Yeah.
And maybe to really grasp the scale. I like that historical analogy you used, thinking about operating systems.
Ah, yes, like Windows or the Mac OS.
Right. They didn't do the work themselves, but they provided that foundational layer. They made the personal computer revolution possible by letting all the different software and hardware work together.
They enabled the ecosystem.
Exactly. And maybe agentic orchestration could be that same kind of foundational layer for the AI-powered economy.
Yeah.
The infrastructure that lets all the specialized AI capabilities actually work together effectively.
It feels like that kind of enabling technology, yes.
So the core message really crystallizes then. The future isn't one giant AI brain doing everything.
Yeah.
Instead, it's about lots of specialized agents working together smoothly,
Yet.
intelligently orchestrated. And, this is key, aligned with what humans actually want and value.
Aligned with human goals. That's critical.
So, okay, let's try and wrap this up. To synthesize the big transformation we've been talking about today, the future of AI isn't really about asking, what can this one model do for me anymore?
Right.
The question shifts. It becomes bigger, more powerful. How can these different specialized agents work together to achieve what I need?
It's a mindset change.
Yeah. It changes how we relate to AI. We go from just using a tool to collaborating with, well, a whole team of digital experts, all coordinated.
And that is the key takeaway for you listening right now. This isn't just, another tech upgrade. It's not just version 3.0.
Oh.
It's a fundamental rethinking of how we approach intelligence, how we harness it, how we interact with it. And this shift, it's really designed to augment us, to help us handle the really complex, messy, multi-step tasks that often bog us down.
Freeing us up.
Exactly. Freeing us up to focus on the things humans are uniquely good at. The high-level vision, the creativity, the leadership, the empathy. It's about elevating human intelligence, truly not replacing it.
Okay.
So here's something to really chew on as we wrap up, a thought for you to reflect on.
Okay, let's hear it.
As this paradigm, this idea of agentic orchestration becomes more and more the standard way we build and use complex AI systems, what new skills or maybe what new mindsets do you think will become the most critical for us humans working side by side with these intelligently coordinated digital teams?
That is a really thought-provoking question. What skills do we need as our collaborators become these orchestrated agent systems? Something to ponder as we step into this agent-driven future.
Indeed.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into agentic orchestration. We hope it gave you a clear view of this important shift.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.
The future of artificial intelligence is unfolding, and it's happening at AI World Week, the flagship global event for innovation, collaboration, and transformation. This flagship global AI event is designed to connect visionary leaders, trailblazing entrepreneurs, and influential thinkers to explore the endless possibilities of AI. Experience groundbreaking technology that redefines industries and inspires progress. Join thought-provoking discussions on ethical AI, digital equity, and the transformative role of technology in our world. Build meaningful connections that catalyze innovation and drive impact. AI World Week is powered by AI World Society, a global movement dedicated to advancing AI responsibly and ensuring it serves humanity. Together, we're shaping a smarter, more inclusive, and equitable future. Continue your journey beyond the event with the AI World Journal, offering expert insights, in-depth analysis, and the latest trends shaping the AI landscape. This is your opportunity to lead, to innovate, and to transform the world with AI. AI World Week. We invite you to join us and embrace the AI revolution.